Hi everyone, Amber Canoy here with Everyday Kentucky over at Springhouse Gardens with Richard Weber, talking about something that a lot of people are familiar with.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about native plants, and it doesn't get much more native than a redbud.
Right.
These are eastern redbuds that are just starting to show up all over town, and they bloom for at least 3-4 weeks during the spring. They come in all different shades of red, pink, purple, even white. And so there's been a lot of actual breeding work done on redbuds. So even though they're a native tree, there's lots of different varieties that have been found out in the wild, and people have selected and grown them. But this is one of my favorite ones because the color
very pretty.
Is spectacular. This is called Appalachian Red. Not really very red.
No, it's more of like a ruby slipper, pinkish ruby.
Pinky, yeah.
Yeah, like a pinkish ruby.
And actually, when you really get down to it, redbuds really don't have red flowers anyway. No. They look more like purple to me. Or
yeah.
It's a weird
purple
color.
buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to discuss that, but just the great variety of redbuds that are available now are fantastic. There's one back in the back there that has more of the traditional color, but its leaf is more golden and orange.
Wow.
There's some of these redbuds that change, like this is one that's really cool called Flamethrower. And this one, if you can see the picture on there, it's red and yellow and orange, the leaves, not the flowers.
Right.
The flowers are pretty purpley. But the leaf factor on these guys is just incredible, how much variety, not just the flowers, but the leaf and the form. There are now weeping redbuds.
Yeah.
That's a little guy. That one's called Ruby Falls. So that has a ruby, like a purple ruby leaf, heart-shaped leaves. But then there's hearts of gold. There's gold, there's so many different names, but there's now gold leaf ones that weep. There's green leaf ones that weep with a white flower.
Wow.
They've mixed it all up. So you can get just about any kind of red bud with any colored leaf, as long as you're in that kind of pink to red to purple color range.
So what would you say, like if somebody has never grown a redbud?
If you've never grown one, they are a lot easier to grow than our flowering dogwood, our native dogwoods.
I was going to say, they've got to be.
They are easier. They'll take our clay soils as long as they're well drained, and they'll take full sun to part shade better than a lot of trees. So as long as it's well drained and more sun than shade, you'll have an easy tree. Now, redbuds aren't the longest lived trees, so don't despair if you have one that starts losing branches or dying or half of the tree breaks off. That's very, very typical. But cut the dead stuff off and usually they'll sprout new sprouts, and it's not unusual to find a 50-year-old redbud that's like one big trunk and then younger stems coming up. That's just part of the, you're not usually going to see a nice, beautifully shaped tree that
Part
lasts.
of the charm.
Yes.
Part of the charm.
But it's a great tree for 30 years or so, and they do send up lots of babies. So you'll get lots of seeds and lots of redbuds coming up. So some people don't like that, but you can dig them up and give them away or plant them somewhere else. So
all right, well.
Come out and see us here at Springhouse Gardens. We're just out Harrodsburg Road at 185 West Catnip Hill Road. We're here 7 days a week. We've got lots of redbuds, dogwoods, all kinds of native things, as well as other great things. So come out and see us.